Hello students, welcome to e-learning class of DAV Model Public School Standard 8 Mathematics. This is your mathematics teacher Varun Chauhan, and today I am going to take your session on direct and inverse variation. So students, let's begin with our today's topic. So here we'll see about direct and inverse variation. So first of all, we'll learn about direct variation. It is also called as direct proportion. We have two variables, that is x and y. When the value of both x and y are increased simultaneously or decrease, means if x is decreased then y also decrease, if x is increased then y also increase. So that variation we can say it is a direct variation, and we express that variation as x, and that symbol will read as directly proportional. The symbol is read as directly proportional. So we can say even two variables such as x and y are given and y is directly proportional to x, so then x directly proportional to y. If there is non-zero constant k, so we'll write it instead of directly proportional sign, we'll write x is equal to ky. So therefore the constant, non-zero constant, which is equal to x upon y, this is the proportionality constant. So direct proportion is nothing but it is increase or decrease with the respective increase or decrease in the other variable. Means we have to take the values, either it is increasing order, either it is in decreasing order respectively for both variables. That is called direct proportion. Here are an example. Let's see. So in this example there are two variables, that is x and y. So y is a variable which is used for cost. It is denoted cost of sugar, and x it shows weight of sugar in kilogram. So when we bought 1 kg sugar, so the cost of 1 kg sugar is 18 rupees. But when we increase the quantity of sugar, so our amount also increase. Means what we say ki when we brought more amount of sugar, so we have to spend more amount of money. So in this case both the variables are increases simultaneously. So that variation called as direct variation. Means the given example shows the direct variation or direct proportion. So student, as we discuss about proportionality constant, so that proportionality constant we show by x upon y. Means when we find the value of constant, so we have to divide variable x by y. Okay, so if we have to express this variable, so we can also write x1 by y1, which is equal to x2 by y2, where y1 and y2 correspond to respective values for x1 and x2. So students, now we discuss about inverse variation or inverse proportion. When we talk about inverse variation instead of direct, so we have to remember here one thing, ki in this case if the value of one variable become increasing, so with respect to that the value of another variable is decreasing. Here is an example of speed and time. When we have to cover some distance by walking, so we cover 3 km, we took time for that, that is 30 minutes. But when we cover some distance by running, so in the same span of time we cover more distance. When we cover again some distance in the same span of time by cycling, so we covered 9 km, but again remains constant. So we can say that when we increase our speed we took less time, and when we decrease our speed we took more time to cover a distance. So this is the example of inverse variation. Student, this is the application of direct and inverse variation, that is time and work. It relates our topic, that is direct and inverse, with time and work or time and speed. So if we will do some work, so when we spend more time on that work, so we'll do more work. Similarly, if we have to do any particular work in the less span of time, so we need more man force. Okay, we need more number of workers for that. So this time and work is related with direct proportion, and the time and speed is related with inverse proportion. So there is a condition for time and work. Students, now see one solved example based on direct proportion. So here we have two variables m and n, and here we have to show the relation between m and n. So let's see the solution. Here m is directly proportional to n, so we'll write m is equal to k into n, and where k is constant of proportionality. So by putting values of m and n, here 20 is equal to k into 10. So after doing calculation, we get k is equal to 2. So from that we get relation between m and n. So m is twice of n. This is the direct variation. Student, this is another solved example. Question is, if 15 artists can make a statue in 48 hours, then how many artists will be required to do the same work in 30 hours? So after reading this question, we'll easily observe when we have more workers, so we can do any work in less time. Similarly, we'll apply that concept for that question. So this is the example of inverse variation. When we increase, when the number of artists increase, then time taken by them is less for the given work. So here number of hours is 48. So in 48 hours 15 artists can do that work. But when we have less time, so we have to increase the number of artists. So for that, here we arrange these terms according to inverse proportion, that is a1 into b1, which is equal to a2 into b2. So here instead of x and y, we use a and b. So after arranging the values, here we get, that is y means that b2, which is equal to 48 into 15 divided by 30. So here we get 24 artists. Means instead of 50, when the number of artists become 24, then we can do that particular work in 30 hours. Now student, it's time to check your knowledge. Here are some questions as an assignment on today's topic. So note down the given assignment and solve it. So students, this is the end of our topic, direct and inverse variation. We'll meet again with another video. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you. Have a nice day.